Hello, anybody here? Oh man. Hello, everyone here? Or anyone here, let me say that rather. Hello, lunch lady and Anna, hi. Can you hear me? Can anyone hear me? Good. Good morning or good afternoon, lunch lady. Hello, Curbside Classics, Wild Angels, Bucket List Adventures. How are you today? Hope everybody is fine. I'm fine. It's a nice sunny day here today. A bit cold, but sunny, nevertheless. No rain. I thought I will tell you some interesting facts about me. Some might be interesting, some might not be. Hi, Shawnee. So good to see you. Welcome. Hello, Keith. It's cold here, but bright sunshine, no clouds, which is nice after a week of drizzling rain all the time. Okay, let me start telling you some facts about me, and you can ask any questions you like on what I say. I'm not shy. I have nothing to hide. First of all, I don't know how many of you know, but I was born and grew up in South Africa. Hello, am I back? Please tell me I'm back. Just can anyone hear me? Good. I don't know what happened. It muted itself. I don't know how. Hello, Deb. Vlogs. Hello, Keys. Hello, Whistle Stop Homestead. Sorry, I am having a lot of microphone problems every time. Anyway, where were we? Did anyone have a question about my saying I was born and grew up in South Africa, moved to Turkey April 1999? That was the first interesting fact about me. If anyone has a question, I'm more than willing to answer. The second fact. Hi, Marilyn. Hi, Paul. Hi, Richard. RC, don't tell me to shut up, please. I'm having a hard time speaking in the first place. um, Second fact about me is I had a German father who was born in Hamburg, Germany, and my mom was British, but she was born in South Africa. My grandparents moved from Britain to South Africa many, many years ago in the 1940s. I finished high school in 1981. My first job was in the military offices. Hello, Jamie. How are you? UK medic. See, I'm not just a blabbering woman, not seeing the chat, UK medic. I see you all. um, what did I say? I finished high school in 1981. My first job was in a military office, which was terrible. I was one of two women in an office with 30 men and very young girls, so you can imagine all the teasing. I and probably why I married very young the first time, surrounded by too many men. Hi, Corey's Outdoor Adventures. Hi, Marilyn. Hello, Lolly and Pops. How are you? Hello, Zayufe. Zayufe. I don't know how to pronounce. Sorry, I'm butchering the name, I'm sure. I married very young the first time. Like I said, I had four sons from three marriages that failed. And the first time I married to a Turkish man in 1999, had no children with him. Then we traveled to teach in China, teach English, ESL, English as a second language, in China, Malaysia, Uzbekistan, Dubai. It keeps muting itself. Ozymandias, hello. Hello, Marilyn. Hello, Susanna. Happy to see you. Yes, I'm back. It This StreamYard keeps muting itself. No idea why. I know, I'm sure the South Africans taught you that first thing. Like the Turkish people taught me that the first thing. It's about all, the only Turkish I can speak is swearing. The rest I can't speak. My husband said he had to teach me all the swear words so I at least would know when someone's swearing at me. Sorry, I have something on my chest. Which he was right about. I know when people are swearing at me at least. They think I don't know. And after 25 years here, I must say I do understand a lot of Turkish, but it's very difficult to speak and pronounce. So often when I'm in a group of people, they know that I don't speak Turkish. So they assume that I also don't understand. And so I often listen to them gossiping about me right in front of my face. They have no idea that I understand most of it. It's it's nice. You know what people really think of you, which so far has always been good, not bad, but still. Oh, UK medic, I can swear in quite a few languages. Quite a few. But that's all I can do in all those languages. Yes, Marilyn, the joke's on them. Sometimes what they say is so funny, I can't keep it in and I start giggling and they realize I understood. I wish you can see the faces. It's funny. Sometimes they have very funny things to say. And I just can't keep it in. Oh, where was I lost? Where I traveled to. I don't know if you heard that, if I wasn't muted, but I'll repeat it quickly. I taught ESL in China, in Malaysia, Uzbekistan, Dubai, Milan, and here in Turkey. Sophie. Sophie. Okay, that's easier. I didn't know how that X is supposed to be pronounced. UK Medic, I leave it up to you. I've seen your work. I know it's fantastic, and I know you will come up with something beautiful. I have no idea. That's why I'm asking other people. I'm usually very creative, but when it comes to something for myself, I can't. I have no idea. So feel free to take some of my videos, do what you want, whatever you want to do. You are very creative. Hello, Berina. Nature Thirst. Very nice to see you here and food reviews and fun things. Hello, Louis. Louis Jacques. Yes. I saw now what makes it go mute. I have a shaky table. So whenever I touch the table, it shakes and that mutes StreamYard. I'll try not to again. You can hear me now. Yes, Marilyn, I've been married 25 years to my Turkish husband. That's why I'm in Turkey. Why UK medic? You're doing so well. Why do you want to quit it? Hello, Jace. Thank you, Jace. Please, everyone, remember to press the like. It helps a lot. I'm sure you're joking, UK medic. Oh, I hope you're joking. I love your videos. I never know when your lives are because they are usually when I'm asleep. But if I'm not, I'll be there. We love you in the other lives. So I have no idea why you want to quit. Let's go on. Okay, let's talk about hobbies. I'd love to know what hobbies you guys have, guys and girls. My hobbies are not a lot. I like to make oil paintings. I love gardening. I see it as a hobby. And I love collecting antique stuff and repair them, old stuff, second-hand stuff. And I repair and paint and make them beautiful again. Those are my hobbies only. You're not? You can edit? I don't. How do you mean you're not getting support? Yes, of course you have to put your health first. I'm in the same bracket as you, UK medic. I think we're very close to the same age. So yes, I'm antique as well. I'll collect you, UK medic. I'll repair you and paint you over. Give you back to your wife. Gardening, cooking, and knitting. I don't like cooking. I can cook and I cook well, but I don't like it. So I love it that my husband loves cooking. So he's the cook of the house. He loves cooking so much. He doesn't sing in the shower. He sings while cooking, believe it or not. Oh, movies. What kind? We're looking to retire in Turkey with so much. Oh, yes, a lot have changed, UK Medic. But what I've seen over the 25 years, just give it a few months and it all changes back again. It's, it's, they change it all the time. They always try something new and it doesn't work out, then they go back to the old. Yes, Verena, he cooks. He loves cooking. And that suits me fine. I love eating. Quilt. I've seen quite a few people doing quilting. I've always been fascinated by it, but I don't know. I know nothing about sewing or quilting or crocheting or knitting. I've never been that kind of woman. I can't do woman things. I much rather spend my time fixing a computer, fixing a TV, fiddling on a radio. That's what I love. I don't think you have a big zoo as big as mine, UK medic, or maybe you do. I have 18 cats. I used to have 5 dogs. I have 4 dogs now, 18 cats, 4 dogs, and 28 chickens. So I'm busy gathering a zoo. Haven't got all the kinds of animals yet. Hi, Mimi's Place. Hello, Daisy May. How are you? Men also quilt? I've never seen men quilt. I didn't know. Interesting. Which movies do you all like? I love sci-fi movies and true based dramas. And sometimes I watch a action movie with the men here. And sometimes some of them are good, but most of the time I'm not one for action movies. But I like sci-fi. And Daisy May, it's going better than the first two, I think, except for my muting myself all the time with the shaky table. 12 foxes plus their cubs. Around 30 geese, 20 ducks, 2 deer, 6 otters, and Russell and Russell and Mrs. Crow. Okay, that sounds like, oh my golly. Now you've got much bigger zoo than I do, UK medic. And you have lovely, I love foxes. We don't have foxes here. Not that I know of. Does Turkey have foxes? I don't think so. We do have bears and we do have wolves and we have rare hyenas, white hyenas, but I don't know about foxes. I suppose there might be places in Turkey where they do have foxes. Not sure. Lollipops, me too. I love any movie that makes me cry. And it doesn't take much to make me cry. I'm at that age where you just look at me and I cry. Monkeys and mongoose. I saw them. We had a lot of them where I lived in South Africa. I lived in a small coastal town called East London in the Cape in South Africa, and there were wild monkeys and mongoose everywhere around where we live. Oh, so you're feeding them. Good on you, UK medic. Good on you. So you're not a fox hunter. Glad to know that. Oh my golly, the cubs sit at the picnic table? That must be so sweet. So where's the video showing that? Do you have videos showing that? I'd love to see that. According to Leni. Hello, my friend. How are you? Richard, I have 4 hyperactive Jack Russell. Oh, they are very hyperactive dogs, Jack Russell Terriers. Rhodesian Ridgeback. Wait, Jessie the Ridgeback jumps on the worktop to get away from the Jackies. I bet you she does. Rock pigeons nesting around the house. Rock pigeons. Aren't they just normal pigeons? Yes, there's many monkeys in South Africa. Oh, I've only watched your videos since I connected to you, UK Medic. My bad. I'm going to play your playlist because I have to see those boxes. I love watching them. I will watch your. You have them in a playlist, I hope. I love putting on playlists and binge watching. East London, CA Cannon Drive. I lived in East London on the West Bank, Richard. I had a house there. Hi, lunch lady. I have a Jack Russell. He's a nut. Lazy as can be. A Jack Russell that's lazy? They're such hyperactive dogs usually. Thank you, Leni. Lots of love to you too. Hi, Jamie. DTR True Love. Hello. Hello, Creative Redundancy. So nice to see all of you here. Lollipop. Oh, okay. Sorry, Leni. Cool. We're making our rounds. Yes, they do. I've seen them. Jack Russells are very high energy and need a lot of action. Yeah. Hello, Dan. Happy Sunday to you too. Oh, it's so lovely to see so many people coming. I am flabbergasted. I really am. Wow. UK Medic, my home is here. Home is where your heart is, they say. And that's true. I don't miss South Africa at all. Not at all. I will never want to move from here. Um, I'm going to try to, Leni. Why? But I'm very far behind with watch hours, very far behind. I think I'm at 840 hours now. So it's a long way to go still. When they're flying. Oh, okay, Richard. Not quite standard pigeons, smaller. Okay. I will look it up. I'm always interested in things like that. That would be lovely, UK medic. That would be lovely. Good idea. Marilyn, this is my third try. So it's way better than the first try, I think. I know UK medic, but it will still take a while. I'm only at 840 something, I think. It's still a long way. I know, Leni, I will get more and more used to it and get more and more comfortable, all those things. Anyone who wants to come up, just shout. I will be so happy. It will help me a lot. I will give the link. Oh, let me give the link anyway. And whoever wants to come up, and feel free to take over. I know, that's what I also thought. For some people, chatting comes naturally. For me, it doesn't. I'm usually a very quiet, shy person, sitting in the corner watching everyone. I'm not one to take the lead. So this is quite hard for me, but I think I'm doing okay for someone who's shy. Hi, Gigan. Gigan, I think. It's my pleasure, Gigan. I sat at 23 subs for 4 months, and then someone discovered me and started shouting my name out and helped me. And within 8 more months, look where I am now. I'll never forget that. So I'm paying forward. That's what I do. I help supporting small channels like I was helped. It took me a year before I got to this point, Berina. You're in the lounge? Oh, sorry.
There you go. Here I am.
I'm learning. I didn't notice. Sorry.
I was lurking in the lounge, but I'm disappointed there was no coffee or biscuits.
Oh my golly, bad host I am. Bad host.
Oh dear. It's a lot easier if you have a co-host or somebody else. It takes the pressure off you a bit.
It does. It does.
Yeah, people don't realize how hard it is to do a live stream on your own. You have to do an awful lot of work, which is why I do a lot of the videos and stuff that I do to try and entertain.
Yes.
But I'm at the point now where I'm thinking, so many people have told me what a great channel I've got, but so many people don't actually support me. And I'm thinking, why am I putting all this effort in? You know, and I know it sounds like I'm talking about money, but it's like free entertainment, and I'm getting nothing back for all the effort and the hard work that I'm putting in.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
so
strange because we all love you. I don't know why people aren't supporting you.
yeah. A lot of people say they do, but when you actually look, you find they're not actually supporting you. So
I don't know. The only excuse I have so far is I've been working so hard to get to 1K.
Yeah.
But now that's over. Now I started playing people's playlists and I'm getting more involved with people. Now I can relax a little bit.
Hi everybody in the chat. I'm not going to say hi to everybody individually. It'll take me all day.
Of course.
If you like varied content, I'm gonna sell myself now. If you like varied content from drone footage to travel to wildlife, check out my channel. I've got something for everybody, really.
His channel is honestly very interesting, very lovely, and the photography is fantastic. You won't make a mistake.
I also do a lot to help other channels. I do intros, banners, and I don't like ask for anything for it. You know, it's not like I do it for payment or anything. I'm happy to help other channels. I grew my channel from 0 to over 5,000 subscribers in 2 years. And it's continuing to grow because by helping other people, they then mention you to other people and so on. You know, my channel's easy to find. If you just type in UK Medic in the YouTube search bar, it will take you straight to my channel. I'm the first one that comes up. Just type UK Medic.
Sorry, I did something wrong. I don't know what.
You kicked yourself out.
I did.
But yeah, literally just type UK Medic in YouTube search and mine will be the first that comes up. So, because the one thing I don't do is I don't generally promote myself, but there's a lot of people responding to me being in your chat. So I thought, well, I will promote myself.
Of course, you are most welcome. Really, and I really am baffled that you are not getting the support because I saw you grow quite well.
Yeah.
And I assumed you are having all the support, therefore.
It's because, I mean, I can break down YouTube for those who don't really. The one thing I've learned is that a lot of people, and including myself in the beginning, was obsessed with subscriber counts, the number of subscribers, because YouTube want you to do that. YouTube want you to work your backside off. That's why they make things so hard, because they want the money, they want the revenue, they want you to. It's almost like a sweatshop. So everything they do is to encourage you to work harder, put in more effort. Some people get burnt out because they're so obsessed with the numbers.
I can believe that.
Now, if you look at my current count, I'm on 7,580 subscribers. Now, I can tell you 7,580 people do not follow my channel. The reality is, out of that 7,580, I'm lucky if 120 to 150 people actually follow my channel. So the subscribers are not really that important, although we all like to see the growth because it shows a degree of success on the channel, but it's only a visual. It's not a real true measure of what you're doing. It's the people that come to your live streams, the people that watch your content and comment on the videos. What you want, like your live stream now, you want people to comment after the live stream, to leave comments. You want people to give it the thumbs up. That's what YouTube look at. The algorithm looks at the likes and the comments, and that the chat is flowing, that there are people talking in the chat. That's what they're looking for. They want to see, you know, traction, basically. So you can have, there are channels that have got 30,000 plus subscribers, and they're lucky if they get 10 people in their chat. So that shows you that that number, to a degree, is meaningless. It is an encouragement because as you see it grow, you think, well, I must be doing something right. But these may be people that have looked at one of your videos and subscribed, or come to one of your lives. I mean, I had over 300 people subscribe to me just from one live stream that I did when we had all the rioting in the UK. You know, so.
But you know what you say is so true, because I don't know. You can look for yourself. Before I got to 1K, I had an average of 200 something views per video. And all of a sudden, after being 1K, I battled to get 80. I don't know where everyone disappeared to. That used to be what.
Yeah, it is a strange thing to say. You know, the other thing is getting to that 1,000, you will no doubt have found was very hard work. But once you got to that, it starts to go. It's like YouTube almost holds you back. And
it is.
Because I was getting to like 985 subscribers, and then I'd get to the 1,000, and then YouTube would knock me back down miraculously back to exactly the same number I was on previously, and so on. This went on for months, and then suddenly I went over the 1,000, and then after that it stuck and it just flew.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
the same. I used to, and the same happened to me. And according to Leni, we were both going for the 1K at the same time, and we were about at the same numbers. And me and her both from 923.
yeah,
You'd get up to 950, and then suddenly you back to
yeah,
923,
yeah,
and then back to 950, then you back to 923. It
yeah.
went on for months.
Yeah, it's as if they're knocking you back, trying to make you work harder all the time. YouTube are cracking that whip, wanting you to do more. But the key to growing, in my opinion, is one is supporting other channels. Now, I'm considered now to be quite a large channel by comparison to a lot of the people in my community.
Of course, of course.
But I don't look at that as being, well, I'm larger than you, I'm not going to bother. I'll help anybody. If someone hits me up in an email, says they want help with, you know, maybe editing a video or an intro or a banner, I'm happy to do it. Because I grew my channel by helping other people grow. I've got a whole playlist of shout outs that I did for channels.
That's
And I
what I
don't just mean mentioning people's names. I actually, one of them, Tricky Bricky, I did like a full blown movie of
Oh,
Star Wars to promote his channel.
hello,
You
Tony. Sorry,
know,
you go.
but also
Great to see you.
it's the titles of the videos as well. It's how you title your videos is the
Oh,
key.
I've noticed that. Once or
Yeah.
twice I had to change the title,
Yeah.
and then things started happening.
I've done it in order to, you know, to grow mine. I've noticed that a particular title wasn't getting the traction, so I changed it, and suddenly it went from like 58 views to 300.
Yeah, same with me. Twice, 2 or 3 times I've had to do that.
It's what grabs people's attention, you know. But the key really is to have good people that support your channel, and you've got a good crowd in here, and you know you will
They
grow.
all love people.
Yeah, by doing more live streams, you know, and get people up on your panel, you know, to help you, so it's not so much hard work for
I'd
you.
love it if I have someone every time. I'd love it.
Yeah, you
Because
know.
as I said, I'm not a big talker.
Well, you'll notice when you have seen my lives, generally speaking, Poker Rossi is on the panel with me. Now,
He's quiet.
He's very quiet. Now, I'm always on his when he does a live, because it's not that he's a quiet person. He's not very confident in his English. There are certain words that he's not sure of. So he doesn't speak a great deal. So he has me as a co-host. And then he comes on mine, and then there's a little bit of input from him, but he is generally speaking a quiet person.
But he's a nice guy. I like him.
Yeah, he's a great. We've been friends for a long while, and it's one of those that, you know, sometimes you have to help people, and it is hard work. You know, when I've been on my own trying to do it, whilst there's not what I would describe as dead air, because I create videos to show to entertain people. Just little clips.
Yes.
Yeah, just little clips that, you know, entertain people while you're thinking about the next thing. Invariably, if you think of a subject when you're doing a live stream, it will go by the wayside, because the chat actually sort of dictate really where the conversation is going, more so than you. You might say,
but it's good to have something to start off with, I think.
Yeah.
Because my first one, I wasn't prepared. I didn't think I would need something like that, and it was full of dead silences. I just didn't know what to say.
No. I mean, now I don't even schedule a live. I just sort of fire one. Well, what I do is I generally post that I'm going live probably about half an hour before I go live.
Yeah.
Because I shouldn't really say it, but I'm going to say it. There are people that are very jealous on YouTube and will fire up.
Seen that.
Yeah, they will fire up a live stream the same time as you in order to detract from your numbers. So if you leave it till the last minute, which is what I do, if I posted it in the morning saying I was going live at 10 o'clock tonight, you can bet your life there'll be 5 other people think, oh, UK Medic's going live, so we'll go live.
You try to get these people to come to us. Yeah, I know.
I mean, there's enough out there for everyone. There is enough out there for everyone. But unfortunately,
There's
people want
millions.
a larger share than others, you know. And I'm not picking on any
Exactly.
particular channel. There's a lot of channels that do it.
I know. I've noticed. I've seen. Really. Hello, Rebel Canners. Nice to see you here, my friend. Whose name did I miss? I hope I didn't miss anyone. Oh,
Yes, I should say hi to everybody
someone
coming in.
said blueberry pancakes. Who was that? I saw it just now.
Yeah.
Where?
That's the other thing. People get trolled. Now, I'm going to talk about trolls because in the beginning, I was trolled quite offensively. And I mean, you know, for being a medic, you would not believe some of the crap I had thrown at me. And I did take it personally, and I would react. And I learned very quickly that if you react, that's exactly what they want, because they're trying to get a reaction out of you. If you actually ignore them, they get bored and go away because you're not feeding their ego. That's the first thing. Two, you want some moderators that will block them as well. But the key is with trolls, everybody gets them. I mean, I don't get them now. Every now and again, I might get the odd one come in. But they know I'm not going to react. And two, they know they will get kicked out if they do.
Yeah.
And that is the best way to deal with them, is to ignore them. If they start upsetting your chat, then obviously kick them out. But if you just ignore them, they get bored because they want you to feed their ego. And the only reason they're trolling you is because you're doing something right and they're jealous. They haven't got the ability to create content or do anything worthwhile. So they come to other people and try and disrupt their chat. And that's how it seems to work, you know. So when people are trolling you, you just look at it that you're being successful and they're jealous.
True. But I had a troll on me before I even got successful. I can't tell you the things he sent me and what he did. And I'm sure he was the one falsely reporting me for hate speech.
Well, any of you guys, if you want any help,
I told him to bugger off in not so nice words.
Yeah. But it's so true, you know, you feed their ego if you respond to them. They want to feel that they've got control over your channel. And by throwing insults at you and then you fighting back at them, it gives them more excuse.
My lesson. I learned. I didn't know what trolls are until that happened.
Yeah. But looking at the comments in the chat, hi to everybody. So I'm not going to say hi to everybody individually, otherwise I'll never stop talking. But anybody who wants any help, hit me up at an email, drop me a comment on my channel. Don't be afraid to ask, because I help a lot of people. I have no problem with helping other channels grow. I promote channels, you know, if people need watch hours, you know, we've got a very good community. We're quite happy to come and look at your content. If you need any advice, I mean, I'm no expert, but, you know, I have been around a while now and it's working for me. It's got enemies. Absolutely. It's jealousy. And, you know, if you've got trolls, it's because you're doing something right. They can't do that. You know, just rise above it and just carry on doing what you're doing.
Oh, I had someone just the other day asking me if I pay for views, since I'm getting 200-300 per stupid video, he said.
But the thing is,
I don't know how to pay for views, I told him. I might have if I knew how, but I don't.
The thing is, I've found with shorts, the more stupid they are, the more views you get. I can put up a really beautiful video, something absolutely stunning, and get very few views. Put something ridiculous up, and it gets loads of views. And I think it's the mentality of some of the people, but they're on their phone, they're out and about, and they're looking to be entertained, and they're flicking through YouTube, and they see something that's silly or funny, and they'll watch it. You know, maybe people don't want to sit and watch a drone video of a castle or something like that. You know, they want somebody doing something stupid. It's I have a hater who thumbs video. Yeah, it doesn't make any difference. The thumbs downs don't make any difference. YouTube see that as interaction.
Yes, I also have that, Rebel Canners. I have somebody that did all the trouble to go through 100 and how many views, videos, and thumb down.
Yeah.
Each and
I
every
have
one.
somebody I know who is that's doing it, and it makes YouTubers, I say, see that as engagement. Somebody is watching. The fact that they didn't like it is another matter entirely, but they clearly watched it, so therefore it's engagement. And really, the only effect it has is when you look in the analytics and you see on a video that you know, you had 89 likes and the balance was you know, thumbs down. It's just done really to cause you to think, oh God, I just ignore it.
I do too, because that's the only one I have. On
Yeah.
each and every video, there's just this one
Yeah.
thumbs down. That's all. Nobody
Yeah.
else. So I don't know what they get out of it when they do that, but let them be happy if it makes them happy.
Other than maybe discourage you, that's the only benefit that they see in it. That it might discourage you because you're getting thumbs downs on your videos. But you've got to look at those that are liking it, you know. And if the likes are more than the thumbs down, then you know you're doing okay. You're doing okay. So, like here on StreamYard, you can have a banner running across the bottom of the screen saying, "Please don't forget to hit the like." You can create that.
Yes.
If, you know, which is something that
Someone can show me how, yes.
yeah, sometimes I sort of run that.
Hello,
Hi,
Guardian.
Guardian. Hi, Guardian.
Hey,
Hello,
good
Food
day, guys.
Forest. Nice to hear your voice, Guardian. I watch your videos, but don't know your voice so much.
I really appreciate you allowing me to come up on the panel. It's a pleasure to be here with you guys. And yeah, I'll be around for about 5-10 minutes. I'm happy to join for a little bit, and then I've got to run out. Yeah, just tedious, stressful fitness stuff. But yeah, for the most part, how's you guys' weekend going? All right?
Yeah,
can't complain. Sunny weekend, so I'm not complaining.
You know, as usual, we've got this fine weather in the UK: grey, misty, wet.
The usual.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. It's a wonder we haven't all got webbed feet in the UK. It's so wet.
I don't know how you guys do it. Really, I don't. We had a whole week last week of such weather, and I wanted to go bonkers.
Yeah, I think that's why we're a miserable race. We don't see enough sunshine. That's why when the sun does come out, we all rip our shirts off and go and sit out in it. You know, for the 3 days that we do get it.
You're going to mute me, cat. I have a cat who's going to mute me.
Oh, right. Yeah, with the slightest bit of sun and everyone here goes mad. We have to go and sit out in it.
Well, I can imagine, because I went mad. The moment the sun came out, I said to myself, I'm going to get my vitamin D right now before it disappears again.
Yeah, I mean, you get used to it. I mean, that's why, you know, it's so green and so lush here because of the weather. The only thing is when we do get any kind of summer, it's always so humid here in the UK because of all the moisture in the ground being drawn up from the sun. So it does make it very humid. But
very humid too. I'm 120 meters from the ocean here, so it's humid here as well all the time.
Yeah. I don't mind the heat. It's the humidity that, I mean, I worked in Arizona.
It's most horrible, yes.
And it was 125 degrees was the average temperature. And I didn't mind that because it's a dry heat, but humidity will kill you every time. Florida's terrible for humidity. You know, it's really bad. So, but you see, you've got a good chat going on. You've got a lot of people in your chat. They're all interacting with each other, and that's what you want.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to. She's insisting to get on the keyboard, and she can't. Big hugs to you, Leanie. Thanks for showing up. Go have a nice sleep.
Yeah, have a good rest. Take care. Good to see you. And anybody who's connected to me, I will check back with you later on.
Dirty Mediacres, hello.
But like I say, if anybody wants any help, I can't do you all at once, but reach out to me if you need any help. Like I say, I'm no expert, but I don't mind helping.
That didn't sound too good, Ukraine medic.
You know,
I can't do you all at once.
It takes time. It takes time. I mean, what was funny was when I had my heart attack, I'd only been home from hospital 48 hours, and somebody came on to me and said, "Have you done my intro yet?"
Oh
Not
my
how are you? Just have you
goodness,
done my
have
intro yet?
mercy.
And I thought, thanks for that.
Oh my. I would
I
never
did,
do that.
yeah, I did a live stream covering my heart attack with a video and all that, explaining to people, because the nature of it was such that a lot of people could be having a heart attack and not know they're having one. So I actually did a video and a live stream covering it,
Yeah.
because I thought I had heartburn and I was just going to lay down and let it go. You know, on a scale of 1 to 10, it was sort of like about a 3. I thought it's just heartburn. Well, when I finally decided that it was time to call an ambulance, the paramedics obviously knew me and said, "You are having a major, cardiac incident," and I was rushed straight into hospital.
Oh my.
Yeah.
You had me
So,
so worried when you told me the first time that you thought it was heartburn, because I was then suffering for more than a week with terrible heartburn.
yeah,
I immediately went and made a doctor's appointment. I was so
yeah.
worried. It's my heart, but it wasn't.
No.
It was
Well,
just,
with me, because it felt like heartburn, I ignored it for quite a while. Then my arms started to feel like I was carrying 2 very heavy bags of shopping.
oh, you should have known then.
And then I started to go grey, and I looked in the mirror and thought, sod it, phone for an ambulance. And the whole process was an hour, from the ambulance arriving to the 25-minute ambulance journey to the cardiac unit, into surgery on the ward. The whole lot was an hour. Absolutely amazing.
That's quick.
So,
Thank you, everyone, subbing to each other.
but
That's good, working together.
yeah, I mean, if you're type 2 diabetic or diabetic, the symptoms can be hidden.
True.
And that was what I was trying to cover, the fact that, the symptoms can be very, very mild and very different from, because I often say about, you get a pain in your left arm and tightness of the chest and difficulty breathing. I had none of those things at all. So I had no reason to think.
It
was a heart attack, yeah.
Heartburn, yes.
And you would think that, having been a paramedic, I would know better. Well, yeah, of course I would know better, but the symptoms weren't normal. And that's what I was trying to cover
But
for
it's
people.
different for everyone, I've noticed.
It does vary. It does vary. But I always say to anybody, if in doubt, then, yeah, if in
Having
doubt.
heartburn like I did that whole week isn't normal for me. So when you mentioned this is what happened to you, I thought, oh my golly, I better go see a doctor.
And
but I'm glad I did. Now I know it was bad indigestion.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
Yeah. And the thing is, the doctors would rather you do that than let it get to something quite serious. They'd far rather you contact them, and it not be serious,
Yeah.
It's just a good job that I did decide finally to do something, because it was serious and I had no idea how serious it was.
One of the best remedies. Sorry about that, Anne. Go ahead.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, I was just going to say, one of the best remedies is to raise your hands quite far above your head. And I'm sure that you guys might be familiar with this as well. But raise your hands as far above your head as you possibly can, so you stretch out, and then you cough as vocally and as loudly as you can. If you ever sense that you've got a specific tingling in your left arm specifically, that's obviously one of the things that would assist. Would you agree with that as well?
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, if you are aware that was the case, because I wasn't, it just seemed like bog standard, heart, because it was only like about a 3. And having had heartburn before, I'd sort of ignored. It wasn't until my arms started to feel very heavy that I realized something was wrong, and I thought, hang on, this isn't right. This is more than just heartburn, but that's it. Providing you actually are aware and that is a very good way. And they just say coughing very hard. Coughing very hard can help, so.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it will take me probably another 6 months to get over it, I find at the moment I get tired very quickly. They had to put 2 stents in because it was a blocked artery. My heart was obviously overworking, trying to pump the blood because the artery was blocked.
It took my sister 2.5 years before she became somewhat her normal self again.
Yeah, yeah. I find just walking to my car and walking back again is enough to wear me out.
She had the same. She had the same, and
Yeah,
she
yeah,
also had a sudden massive stroke. She had a stroke. I don't know what's the difference exactly, but she had a
yeah,
stroke,
yeah.
and it was very bad. And it took her, like I said, 2.5 years. She was tired all the time, could hardly do anything, got so frustrated because she's usually up and about and she couldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
it did become better.
yeah. With me, Marilyn, they put 2 stents in. They went in through my wrist in my right arm. The most painful part of the procedure was where they actually pumped the dye in to see where the blockage is. That burns. It's like acid. It was, you know, and I actually did sort of not yell out, but I sort of, you know, made it quite clear that it was hurting. It burns. But the procedure took 25 minutes thereabouts. No, 40 minutes, I think the whole thing was. Yeah, the most painful part was the pumping of the dye. The rest of it I wasn't even aware of, apart from when they inflated the balloon to widen the artery to put the stent in. But it's quite an easy procedure, and it's amazing how they can do it. You know, to go in through your wrist to deal with your heart is absolutely amazing. So, but you know, just the message that I tried to put out when I was just to people, you know, to be mindful that if you get any kind of chest pain and you're not sure, then get it checked out.
Good night, Lenny.
Yes, I had it way too scary with. Yeah, yeah. See, I can say I wasn't even scared because I wasn't aware I was having a heart attack. I get more scared now if I get heartburn or anything, thinking, oh God, I'm not having another one. But fortunately, I have a lot of equipment here from my days as a paramedic that I can check. I've got a pulse oximeter. I've got the blood pressure monitor. So,
Jamie DTR True Love says it happened to him too, and he had 2 stents put in his heart.
yeah. That's the thing, Jamie. A lot of people don't realise. I say, you know, and that's what the message I was trying to get across. It's on one of my live streams. I included the video of the procedure and everything because it is so easy to dismiss it, you know, and especially when you're healthy in every other respect, you don't suddenly expect to, you know, but it can strike anybody at any time. I mean,
Yeah.
I did a fundraiser. It was about 2 years ago now. A 14-year-old boy died on the football pitch playing football, just dropped dead on the pitch. And I out of my own money bought a second-hand defibrillator. It was all tested and checked and working. Unfortunately, the battery had only got like about a month's worth of use left in it, so I needed a new battery for it. So I actually did a fundraiser to buy a new battery for the defibrillator. But it just shows you, you know, 14 years old, dropped dead on the football pitch.
Even some of your top end athletes, people in the early 20s as well. I mean, 14, it's the last thing that you expect. And really, you know, sorry to imagine what that boy's family was, of course, went through too. Like, I just think that for the most part, when somebody's in their early 20s as well, some of the most impressive athletes in the world just end up overdoing it too. And it's something that can be done. And you've got to kind of just watch it. Also, a person's got to be very careful on what a person's eating. And even if they're healthy as well, that they're not taking any sort of medications that have cross side effects with other meds or certain foods that they eat. It's so interesting, like when it comes down to like the dynamic of food that a person's exposing themselves to as well, and then that amount of workout and stuff too. Speaking of it, 4 o'clock now, I've got to go and do a session for yesterday and today's workout. I'm lagging a little bit behind, a lot of intense. I've got like a new position with work and stuff as well. I started working recently within a nursery, so with plant nursery, so like plants and that, and I'm so happy about that. But it is kind of there's a bit of an overlap with the other kind of work that I'm doing too. So it's rather interesting to try and keep everything balanced. And then it's also like with the things and stuff that I do on social media and whatever, the coverage for that. But my point being, to take everything in stride and to make sure that you're eating as healthy as you possibly can. Nutrition is extremely important. And not just try and avoid sugar because it's the worst. If you can, I don't either have sugar in my coffee and I shouldn't, but if you guys can like lay low on sugar as much as you possibly can, it's one of the best ways to stay as healthy as possible. You need some sugars, but people just definitely overdo it. Have a lovely day all, and thanks for having me up. Nice to meet you, by the way. Can you drop your channel link as well, bud? Would you be able to do that for me so I can just head over after this and just subscribe before I head out?
With mine, if you just type UK Medic into YouTube, it'll
Just
come
type UK Medic. He's the only one.
Perfect. I'll do that now. Thank you all. Have a lovely evening.
And I'll be back in a second. I have a crow sitting outside my window waiting to be fed, so I'm going to mute myself and I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
Lovely. That's so awesome. Enjoy. Lovely.
Thank you for coming, Peter, I think his name is. Okay, now I'm back on my own. Oh my golly. What do I say? If anyone... Oh, Jamie, I'm so sorry to hear that. My mom passed away from a heart attack in her sleep in 2008. And she was healthy. No illness, nothing. No one knew there was anything. And she was only 62. Passed away in her sleep with a massive heart attack. So yeah, it happens. My little brother was 14 when he passed away from a heart attack, massive heart attack, at age 14. So it happens, no matter the age. A few months ago, my husband's cousin, age 31, was at work when suddenly he collapsed, dead. Heart attack, 31. It happens. Like I said, no age. There's no age to it. A lot of people think, oh, I'm too young, it won't happen to me, and they ignore the signs. That's what I think, and it shouldn't be. True, Marilyn. Hearts are strong but fragile. Oh yes, I remember my dad's colleague in the fire brigade too. They were in the morning roll call, and he was 25 or 26, his colleague. They were standing, and the next moment he just fell down on the cement floor with a bang, dead. Heart attack. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Jamie. It's hard to lose your mom. I lost my mom, like I said, in 2008. And I still find myself sometimes grabbing the phone thinking, I want to tell her this quickly. And then before dialing the number, I remember I can't call her anymore. It's hard. When you were 9 years old, oh my. I'm sorry, Deb. From childbirth. Oh. It shows. Like I said, it can happen at any time. That's why when he said he felt he had heartburn and then that happened, I've been at that time sitting a week already with terrible heartburn. So the next morning I ran to the doctor and said, you better check if this isn't my heart. It wasn't. Hello, Ashley's Allotment Adventures. Welcome. It's true, Berina. It's always unexpected. That's the thing about it. It's not often that you know that it's going to happen. But that also, like people with cancer or something, usually you have time to kind of prepare yourself, because even if a person has cancer, you still can't really prepare yourself when they go for when they go. Oh, it is. We are born, we have to die, one time or other. Thank you for coming, Food Forest Permaculture. I really appreciate it a lot. Was so happy to see you here, and have a good day or night. I don't know which one it is at your place.
And I'm back in the house.
Welcome back, UK Medic.
My crow has been well and truly fed. He's happy now.
What do you feed him, if I may ask? Because I have these lots of crows here, and they come steal my chicken's food.
Well, crows will eat just about anything.
It looks like it because they stole also. I was so unhappy with them. I planted 70 lettuces in my garden, little baby sprouts. They were so beautiful, and the next morning there was only holes where they used to be.
Yeah. He's
It was the crows. They pulled them right out. All 70 of them.
Hi Haribo. He's very fond of hot dog sausages that I
Yeah.
grate up. He likes sweet corn. When I run out of meat to give him, because he does like meat, I sort of cheat a little bit. I'll get some stale bread and put it in the blender with a few gravy granules, and he thinks he's getting meat, and he'll eat that.
Yeah.
But yeah, he does like hot dog sausages. That's his favourite. But he gets whatever's sort of left over, and if I have to put gravy granules in with it to make him think he's got meat, then I do just put a bit of gravy in there, and he could be eating bread or cream crackers or anything that's left over. So
But the reason why I was asking is because I think you saw in one of my videos, and I also said there's a lot of crows around here. And a while back, I tried to put out bird feeders for little birds, but they won't allow them near and they were eating all of that. And I thought, you eating my chicken's food, you eating the little bird food. I hope none of them is bad for them.
Yeah. No, I mean, literally, when you think that they will rip open if there's a dead hedgehog at the side of the road, they eat roadkill. So there's not really anything that would do them any harm. You know, they will eat just about anything. But I've been looking after him now for like 2.5 years. It started off, I pulled up in my car and he was on the ground not far from my car, and I threw him a handful of the little tiny cheese biscuits. The little tiny ones that you can buy. They're about the size of a sort of an M&M. And I had a bag full of those, and I threw him a handful of those. He likes anything cheese flavoured. He does like cheese. But from that moment on, he knew my car. He knows me. He even followed me to the garage one day when I had the ambulance response car. He followed me, which is about half a mile away, I guess. And he was sat on the light bar of my ambulance car while I was going in paying for the petrol.
Yes.
He knows the car.
They're so clever.
Very clever. They're very, very clever.
There's this one crow. He comes and sits on the grapevine frames that I have, iron frames, quite high up. Now I have this big Congo dog. And ever since we've got this dog, he would come and sit there every afternoon around about 5 o'clock, and he starts barking. And my dog goes crazy because he can't find that dog.
Yeah, yeah. They recognise faces as well. I mean, they recognise you. They're very, very they even use tools. There's a video on YouTube where you see a crow using a stick to poke a bug out the end of a tube. And there was Yeah, and there was a jam jar on the table in the garden, and it was about half full of water. And the crow wanted a drink, so he kept collecting stones and kept dropping stones in the jar till the water level got to the top so he could drink it.
So clever.
Yeah.
They
And
are so clever. And I mean, this crow seems to be out to tease the dog.
Oh,
He's
yeah, they do. They
enjoying it immensely.
do. Yeah. Yeah. The other thing they do, you'll see them at the roadside. They'll drop nuts in the road from like, telephone wires and wait for a car to drive over it and crack.
Oh, that's
And then they
clever.
go down.
To
Yeah.
get the nuts, yes, to get
Yeah.
the
Let
nuts.
the car crack the nuts and then they'll go down and eat the nuts. That's why you'll see them in the road.
Thank you, Madeline. Oh, is this the time? Have I been on more than an hour?
Probably.
Oh my! Oh, see, it's all your help here. I didn't even notice.
And a big thank you to everybody who has connected to my channel. I will get back to you eventually.
I will play your playlists. I promise. I keep my promises.
Another thing also, when you're connecting to each other, don't do it immediately. If someone connects to you, don't connect back straight away, because YouTube see that as a sub for sub and they will take it away.
Oh, I heard that.
Yeah, they see it as sub for
someone
sub.
else also said that.
Yeah, sometimes wait 24 hours before you do it, because they see it that literally, oh, I'll sub to you if you sub to me, and it'll be gone.
Yes.
So
thank you everyone for coming. I really enjoyed it. And 100,000 thanks to you, UK medic.
I'm happy
to totally relax. Forgot that I was actually nervous.
It helps to have somebody. It does help to have somebody on your panel. And have different people, because obviously a lot of people have been interested in what I've had to say and they've enjoyed the chat. Get somebody else on who's, because people are interested in subjects, that people are interested in, whether it be cooking or sewing or, everyone has something different to offer. You can feature somebody different every time you do a live. Say so-and-so is going to come and talk about such and such.
Exactly. I will start inviting people that I think would do it. And you are right. Different things for different people. It's a good idea.
Well, the chat has been flowing. It's been very good. Positive response from everybody in the chat. So thank you for having me on the panel. And thank you.
I love it that they all came.
And thank you to the chat for listening to me. But by all means, everybody in the chat that's listened to me waffle on for the last hour, feel free to contact me. If I can help you, I will. I'm more than happy to do so. Like I say, I'm no expert, but my channel has grown in 2 years quite substantially. So thank you, everybody.
Good night. Good
Take care,
afternoon.
everyone.
Good day for all of you. Goodbye.
Bye for now. I shall drop off.